Have you ever wondered how the power of assumption can shape your reality? In this video, we will explore 6 authentic examples of successful application of the power of assumption, as taught by Neville Goddard. These stories will demonstrate how imagination can transform lives and manifest desires. Join us on this journey of discovery and learn how you can harness this power to achieve your goals. Anna, a pseudonym for a real person, was convinced that imagination shapes reality. She shared this belief with her 3 children, aged 12, 10, and 6. For years, she had applied this knowledge to achieve her goals, even while living with her husband, who, although aware of this principle, did not share her enthusiasm. One Sunday afternoon, Anna, her husband, and their children went for a walk and discovered a development with lots for sale, some already with houses built. They were fascinated by the rural area and inspected some properties. On their way home, they discussed how wonderful it would be to live there. Her husband already owned a house, but selling it would not provide enough money to buy another in that attractive rural area. Although he liked the idea of moving to a larger and quieter place, he knew it was unfeasible at that moment due to the lack of funds for the initial deposit, and selling their current residence would involve paying a real estate commission, further reducing the available capital. Anna suggested to her husband that the only way to get the necessary money would be to sell the house without intermediaries, thus avoiding commissions and ensuring that the amount received would cover the deposit for the new home. Initially skeptical, he agreed to place an ad in the newspaper, although he doubted its effectiveness. He was convinced that it was unlikely to sell such a valuable property through an ad alone. Nevertheless, he proceeded to publish the sale ad. Days later, while her husband had gone to bed early, Anna took her children back to the residential complex they aspired to move to. They imagined what it would be like to live in the new house, convinced that by focusing on the feeling of actually living there, they would attract the means to turn that imagination into reality. That night, they found one of the houses open and entered. Her children chose their rooms as if they were going to live there, and Anna encouraged them to imagine sleeping in that new home instead of the house where their father was. The 4 of them did just that. In the following days, they imagined sleeping in the new house and exploring the nearby woods. That same week, a man responded to the ad Anna had published. Although he did not seem very enthusiastic about buying, he agreed to meet with Anna, accompanied by his wife. The sale price was attractive to him because it was below market value. When Anna expressed concern about the payment method, the man revealed that he was a real estate agent and offered to handle the transaction through his agency. Finally, Anna received exactly the amount needed for the deposit on the new home. They moved in the following month, demonstrating that imagination indeed creates reality, as Anna managed to materialize the home that had previously existed only in her mind. In this way, she imparted a valuable lesson to her children about the power of imagination and emotion to achieve any desired goal. Elena, another pseudonym for a real person, had recently separated and needed to work to support her children, as her ex-husband refused to pay child support. Despite her lawyer's recommendation to sue her ex to force payment, she decided not to. As part of the divorce settlement, she tried to keep the old car, which constantly broke down. One rainy Friday night, while returning from work and with most intersections flooded, her car stalled at a traffic light. A truck passed by, creating a wave that hit her vehicle, causing the engine to shut off. After several failed attempts to restart the engine, she took off her shoes, got out of the car, and, under the rain, tried to dry the distributor with a cloth. Through tears of frustration and despair, she managed to get the car started and was able to return home with her children. Elena realized that if she needed a car to work and take care of her children, it had to be a newer and more reliable one. However, she did not have the means to change vehicles at that time. The following Monday, a colleague invited her to lunch and, after the meal, asked her to drive his new car back to work. Initially reluctant, she finally agreed and, while driving, focused on the feeling of owning a new car, imagining it was hers. Throughout the week, while driving her old car, she pretended to be at the wheel of a new vehicle. Surprisingly, 7 days after her incident in the rain, her ex-husband offered to help her get a new car and start paying child support. He had gotten a job at a dealership and, as a salesperson, had the opportunity to acquire a car without a down payment, paying for it with his salary. He proposed that she choose a car of the same brand she had driven on Monday after lunch. In this way, Elena achieved through imagination what she had not been able to obtain by her own efforts, demonstrating that, as the Bible says in Zechariah 4 verse 6, "Not by might nor by power, but by my Spirit." Elena's ex-husband, who had refused to offer any support for months, became the means chosen by her higher self to provide what she needed most at that moment. Clara harbored a deep desire to live near the ocean. With great enthusiasm, she immersed herself in visualizing this dream, allowing her imagination to overflow with possibilities. She did not intend to sell her current residence to move to the coast immediately but preferred to rent a property for 12 months before making the final decision to settle by the sea. She shared this dream with two of her closest friends, who listened with attention and empathy. One of them, fully aware of the immense transformative power of imagination, committed to visualizing Clara enjoying her future coastal home as if it were already a tangible reality. A week later, Clara embarked on a previously planned trip to the paradisiacal islands of Hawaii for a well-deserved vacation. During her stay in this exotic destination, she received an unexpected phone call from an acquaintance who lived in sunny San Diego. This person informed her about a charming house available for rent that seemed to perfectly match Clara's desires. However, it was imperative to act quickly to secure the property, as it was a highly coveted offer that would likely not be available when Clara returned from her Hawaiian trip. Without hesitation, Clara asked her friend to handle all the necessary arrangements to reserve the house in her name, trusting fully in her good judgment and diligence. After enjoying her idyllic vacation and returning home, Clara met with her eldest daughter and enthusiastically informed her of her decision to rent the house in San Diego. That same afternoon, in a twist of fate, her daughter informed her that one of her friends was actively looking for a house to rent. The next day, this friend visited Clara's current residence and was absolutely delighted with it, immediately expressing her firm intention to rent it for a full year. Without further delay, Clara resigned from her current job and, within a month, moved to sunny San Diego. Thanks to her extensive experience and skills as a nurse, she had no difficulty finding a new job at a nearby hospital. Over time, Clara managed to acquire the long-desired house by the sea, where she has enjoyed 17 years of immense happiness and fulfillment. It is fascinating to observe how both Clara and her friend vividly visualized the experience of living by the ocean and receiving visitors in this new home, and how these visions eventually materialized in tangible reality. It is especially notable that, while Clara relaxed on the paradisiacal beaches of Hawaii, events unfolded with astonishing speed to make her deepest desire a reality. She did not have to make any effort to rent her current home and move to another closer to the sea, and then make the final leap to a property located directly in front of the waves. Imagination, that divine spark that resides in each of us, acted freely to attract the precise people and circumstances that allowed Clara's purpose to be fulfilled. This extraordinary story invites us to reflect on what actions we should take after visualizing our fulfilled goal. The answer is simple: nothing at all. Those who feel the imperative need to act actually have nothing to do except flow with confidence once the desired end has been clearly imprinted in their mind. God, or our wonderful human imagination, knows perfectly well the means and people necessary to materialize what we have vividly visualized. Our only duty is to avoid obstructing this natural process with doubts or unnecessary questioning, living each day with the unwavering certainty that the goal has already been achieved, and thus it will inevitably manifest in our reality. This idea aligns perfectly with the words of the prophet Isaiah in chapter 55, verse 8, "Do not question my ways, just remember that my ways are higher than yours." If we place our total trust in the power of our imagination, it will take care of fulfilling everything we entrust to it with unwavering faith and overflowing emotion. Next, we delve into the inspiring story of Felipe, a young man with exceptional talent in various sports, who decided to focus all his efforts on the exciting discipline of canoeing. He joined a local team and quickly began participating in regional competitions. In his second year dedicated to this sport, he had the opportunity to take part in a challenging regatta covering over 80 kilometers from the island of Molokai to Oahu. Despite the fierce competition, Felipe's team achieved a remarkable 7th position, an extraordinary achievement considering the high level of the participants. This notable result further ignited the flame of ambition in Felipe's heart, who began to visualize his team winning first place in future competitions. With renewed determination, Felipe set out to form a new team, intensifying training and testing his skills and building his own boat. He was absolutely convinced that the victory he had so clearly imagined would become a reality sooner or later. When the decisive competition arrived, Felipe and his team surprised everyone by surpassing even the Hawaiian favorites and winning the coveted first place. Today, a paddle with the inscription World Champion proudly adorns Felipe's living room, as tangible testimony to his extraordinary achievement. After this resounding victory, Felipe decided to dedicate himself entirely to training other canoeing teams, sharing his vast experience and knowledge. Additionally, taking advantage of his growing renown in the world of this sport, he began manufacturing high-quality paddles for competitors worldwide. His creations are internationally recognized for their excellence and are highly sought after by the most outstanding athletes in this exciting discipline. Today, Felipe has established his residence in the paradisiacal islands of Hawaii, where he divides his time between training new generations of champions, enjoying fishing, and sailing in his own boat, all thanks to the immense power of his imagination, which allowed him to visualize and embrace victory long before it materialized in the physical world. Continuing with our captivating narrative, we meet Joanna, a woman who was forced to move into her twin sister's house after going through a painful separation from her husband. Joanna is the mother of 3 children, including a pair of charming twins, and shares the home with her sister's 3 sons and brother-in-law, creating a lively and bustling environment. Despite the warmth of her family environment, Joanna harbored a deep desire to rebuild her romantic life and establish her own home with her new partner. Although she was in a relationship with someone, Joanna made the brave decision to end it, convinced that he was not the right person to share her life. Her well-meaning friends tried to set her up on blind dates, but Joanna was reluctant to participate in these encounters, preferring to trust in the power of her own imagination to attract true love. In an act of faith and creative visualization, Joanna and her friends set out to imagine her wearing a beautiful engagement ring, as an unequivocal symbol that she had found her soulmate and was happily married or engaged. What began as a fun game gradually transformed into a deep and powerful conviction. Joanna immersed herself in visualizing herself living in a new house with her future love, a home that bore a remarkable resemblance to her dear twin sisters. One day, while Joanna was helping a friend with home decoration, she had the fortune to meet this friend's neighbor. They felt an instant connection, and shortly after, he invited her on a romantic date. Love blossomed between them, and after a few months of happy courtship, they decided to unite their lives in marriage. In a fascinating twist of fate, out of the 1,200 houses that made up the condominium where they moved, only 4 shared the same architectural design, and one of them was precisely Joanna's new home, identical to her sister's. Thus, Joanna saw her dream of living in a house like her twins materialize, just as she had imagined with such clarity and conviction. The story continues with Michelle, the friend who had the privilege of introducing Joanna to her new husband. Despite her friendship with Joanna, Michelle harbored doubts about how to apply the power of assumption in her own life and was skeptical about the ability of imagination to influence the material world. Encouraged by Joanna, Michelle decided to conduct a small experiment. She set out to visualize herself receiving a handkerchief as a gift. To her absolute astonishment, shortly after, she received a beautiful handkerchief in the mail from a friend's mother, as a token of appreciation for a delicious meal Michelle had prepared. This experience left Michelle so impacted and bewildered that she chose not to attempt anything similar again, fearing it might be some kind of supernatural phenomenon. However, it is essential to understand that this process of visualization and manifestation is entirely natural and an integral part of our lives, even though we often apply it unconsciously. The inspiring examples of Anna, Elena, Clara, Felipe, and Joanna demonstrate the immense power that resides in the conscious and deliberate use of our imagination to shape our reality. Visualization is a powerful technique that can help you achieve your goals by creating a mental image of your desired outcome. By vividly imagining your goals as already achieved, you can align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desired reality. Visualization helps to reinforce positive beliefs and attitudes, making it easier to stay focused and motivated. When practicing visualization, it is important to engage all your senses and create a detailed mental picture of your desired outcome. Imagine how it feels, looks, sounds, and even smells to achieve your goal. This helps to make the visualization more vivid and real, increasing its effectiveness. Incorporating visualization into your daily routine can help you stay focused on your goals and maintain a positive mindset. By regularly visualizing your desired outcome, you can reinforce your belief in your ability to achieve it and stay aligned with your goals. Visualization can be a powerful tool for manifesting your desires and creating the life you want. Positive thinking is a mental attitude that focuses on the good and constructive aspects of life. By maintaining a positive mindset, you can attract positive experiences and opportunities into your life. Positive thinking helps to reduce stress, increase resilience, and improve overall well-being. When practicing positive thinking, it is important to focus on the present moment and appreciate the good things in your life. This helps to cultivate a sense of gratitude and contentment, making it easier to stay positive even in challenging situations. Positive thinking also involves reframing negative thoughts and beliefs, replacing them with more constructive and empowering ones. Incorporating positive thinking into your daily routine can help you stay focused on your goals and maintain a positive mindset. By regularly practicing positive thinking, you can reinforce your belief in your ability to achieve your goals and stay aligned with your desired reality. Positive thinking can be a powerful tool for manifesting your desires and creating the life you want. The power of assumption and imagination can transform your reality and help you achieve your goals. By incorporating practices such as visualization and positive thinking into your daily routine, you can align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desired reality. Remember that your imagination is a divine spark that resides within you, and you have the power to shape your destiny with the force of your thoughts and visualizations. Embrace this wonderful gift and allow yourself to create the life you have always dreamed of. The universe conspires in your favor, and everything you can imagine is possible. Go ahead, make your most cherished dreams come true. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery and transformation. If you enjoyed this content full of ideas and reflections, do not hesitate to subscribe to our channel to receive more videos like this, full of inspiring knowledge. Also, take the opportunity to share this video with your friends, family, and all those who can benefit from this powerful message. Together we can spread this wisdom and promote a positive transformation in our lives and the lives of those around us. Remember that the key to building paradise on earth begins with understanding your deepest desires and practicing the power of assumption. Thank you for your attention, and until the next video, may divine wisdom always be with you.